Good morning, Shelly. I know you want your food. I know. What's that on your eye? You've got something on your eye, baby. You've got something on your eye. Let me get that off. Oh, no. Okay, we'll get it off later. I hope you're having a good day. You're so cute. I know. Let's get this day started, shall we?
So I hope you guys are having a great day. Just said hello to Shelly, who is my little redfoot tortoise. We rescued her and Turtwig, and they're currently getting treated for shell rot. And it's been a long experience, and we're going to keep you guys updated along the way with them, but they're doing good and they're eating healthy. So first things first, we've got to go and get their food ready, and then we've got to go to the shop to get the ingredients for the skink burger. Let's go. So today I am going to be filming how to make a skink burger. One of our subscribers has requested this and waited a long time, so today is the day. I've tried to film it twice, as I said, but it never really went to plan. But first off, as I said, we've got to make sure the tortoises get their breakfast. I've got to let the dogs out and give them a run out in the garden. And then after that, we've got to go to the shop to get the ingredients. And then we're finally going to make the skink burger. And then I've got to go work. This is going to be the day. I hope you guys are having a great day, and if not, try and make it great. Try and think of the positive things about your life and make it great. Yes, let's get started on making these tortoise breakfast. Now, they are quite a demanding pair. Today they're going to have spring greens, banana. I'm going to see what else I have for them as well. Maybe some mushrooms. They're allowed a bit of mushroom now and again, so I'm going to give them a bit of mushroom as well. And then obviously we're going to dust it all off and we're going to let them eat. So let's get started on making their breakfast. So I have the tortoises' food all ready right now. Obviously, this isn't what they get every day. They get a variety. Normally, they have papaya and stuff like that, but I need to go shopping later. So right now, they've just got banana, carrot, and spring greens. They love all this, so I'm going to go and give them to this now. Hopefully, Shelly's awake. If not, she'll smell it anyway and come to it later. But I know Turtwig is definitely waiting, so let's go and feed Turtwig. We went to the shop and we've got the stuff for the skink burger, but we've had to I also have a part-time job as well, so that's where I'm going now. I'm going to do that. I basically do parcels. I deliver parcels at the side. That is what we are doing now. We're heading there, and then when we get back, we're going to finish off the skink burger and show you guys how to cook a skink burger. Also, we just filmed our hognose video, which will be up before this one, so if you haven't seen that already, it will be here. And yeah, the day's great. The rain's pouring down, but the world's still beautiful, like you. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and get this little shift out of the way, and then we're going to get back and make the gourmet skink burger that I've promised. It's called the Captain's Burger. I'm not going to bore you guys too much with this footage, but it's my life and it's a vlog, so I've got to include it, and I'm being honest to you guys. So let's go. We have finished the shift now, Amazon shift, and we're on the way back home. We finished quite early, which is happy for me. So let's get back and finally do the skink burger. We are finally back in the kitchen, finally ready to make the skink burger. Now, before you make a skink burger, you need to eat some butterkiss. So that is what I'm currently doing, eating butterkiss. Now I have ate some butterkiss. I am ready to jump in. All you need is a minimum of 2 ingredients. You can add more if you want. Today we're going to add a few bits extra to make it a bit more bougie. So your main ingredients are 5% fat, minced beef and eggs. Today we're spicing it up, we're going extra bougie. We're using quail eggs. We have some left over from the egg-eating snake that need to be used up. Captain's going to be saluting me from the other side of Wales. We're also going to add some lettuce and some cucumber and make it a real burger. So this is actually a really easy thing that you can do. And not only can your skinks just eat it, your dogs can as well. You could if you wanted to. It's a really healthy sort of thing you could eat if you really wanted to not eat any carbs. Then this is for you as well. But you could like cut it in half and share the burger with your boy or your girl skink, and it's just a way to bond with them. And I'm excited, so I hope you are also excited to finally get into this.
Does that mean you're going to try the skink burger?
Okay, I will try the skink burger as well. Okay, so I'm going to prove to you it's tasty, and that is what we're going to do. So let's jump in. If you've never seen a quail egg, quail is a bird, right? It's a small game bird, and they lay tiny, tiny, tiny eggs like this. And if we compare this, give me 2 seconds. This is a quail egg. This is a chicken egg. You can see the size difference. Now you can use a chicken egg. There's nothing wrong with a chicken egg. They're absolutely fine. But today I'm going to use the top bit's going to be quail, the bottom bit's going to be chicken. Quail eggs tend to be a lot more rich, and a lot of people like, you know, boiled quail eggs, a bit of paprika, a bit of salt, a bit of garlic. The skinks are going to not have that. They can't have any seasonings, okay? So we're going to keep no seasonings. You're going to make sure, the main thing is you've got a non-stick pan, because then you aren't going to have to add any sort of oil or anything else like that. We're going to begin by chopping up the cucumber. Now, the cucumber is simple. Skinks can eat cucumber. It's good for them. It's full of hydration, and it's got a high water content, and they love it. And I like it. And since I'm eating this burger, I might as well like things that I put on it too. So I'm just going to chop up some cucumber. You don't need loads. That's probably more than enough right there. So basically, it looks like, you know, I'm sort of, it's night time and I'm here on my own cutting up a skink burger. It's not that, it's just that these lights make the camera a flashy screen for some reason. Now, I'm not going to add loads of tomato because I don't really like tomatoes, okay? I think tomatoes are quite disgusting. But skinks can eat them, so I'm going to do it for the skink. Do it for the skink, of course. I'm going to chop up this. I'm going to add a few of these pieces as well. So yeah, there we go. That's all we're adding. I'm going to add some lettuce, and the lettuce I'm using is iceberg. You're best to use romaine, but it's all I've got right now, so it's going to be this. The only problem with iceberg is it just has no nutritional value to anything. So there's pretty much no point, you know, giving it your animals. This is just all for aesthetics on this burger, so that's why we're doing it. I'm going to leave that as that is because it's got to look pretty. Now that is the vegetables all sorted. We're all done there. The next thing you're going to want to do is obviously get your chicken eggs or quail eggs, whatever you're going to use. If you're using a chicken egg, you don't have to do this, but I've just got 2 bowls that I'm going to separate them into. I can tell which one's which once they've been mixed. Now, I don't know how many quail eggs I'm actually going to have to use here because I've never actually used this like quail eggs before for a skink burger. Turns out that these are actually quite hard to get into, so I'm just going to try and get these out. These shells are really weird. So there's one. Maybe if I cut them with a knife, that might help. Yeah, it does. That's better. So there's 2. I think I'm gonna have to use the whole lot of quail eggs we have here just to even it out. 3. So there's 6 quail eggs to 1 chicken egg by the looks of it. I'm not bothered, they all need to be used up. And by the looks of it, you're best to just smack it with a knife. But with quail eggs, they seem to be a bit more stiff, so that's it. We're nearly there. That's 5, and the last one, 6. As for the eggs, it's just as simple as, shall I show off and do it one-handed on the bowl, and then get eggshell in the bowl as well, because that's good for protein. Yeah, I'm not showing off anymore, but there you go. A bit more eggshell, it's fine. It's not the end of the world. And now what we're going to do is whisk them. And we're going to mix them together so it's all mixed. As you can see, like, I can tell the difference straight away. It's just really thick. The yolks are golden. These are more yellow, the chicken eggs are. And there we go. The next bit I'm going to do, because I'm going to do it all at once, and we're going to shape the beef into the burger. Now, what I like to do, because sort of, not a perfectionist, I just want the skink to be happy with the way the burger looks, because if it gets sent back, then that's a lot of money down the drain. I'm going to have to give them 3 bottles of wine. So I've got to make sure that this burger is on point. Although I've made this twice, I've never actually ate it myself, so that's going to be a new thing for me. But as you can see, 5% beef. It's very important that it's 5% fat, okay? Because if not, it's just gonna be too fatty for your skink. And you know, although your skink might enjoy it, it's not good for them. What I've done here is I've brought this frying pan here. This is gonna be like the little frying pan we're gonna use to cook everything in. Basically, this is gonna mold the size of the burgers. This is the beef we're gonna use, and I'm gonna squeeze out a tiny bit, roll it into a ball. And then your best way to do it is just put it on the plate and press down with your hand gently. Just keep pressing down. Add enough pressure, and eventually you'll get that right, nice, beautiful burger shape. Now you might be thinking this guy's way over the top for this skink burger. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I've got really picky skinks. If it isn't done properly, they will not eat it. They've told me how they want it. And then just get the frying pan and just like gauge it, because that's going to be the size of the buns, which is going to be the eggs. We're actually going to act to fry the burger, okay? Because if you act to fry the burger, it's not cooking its own fat. Even though it's 5% fat, basically you want all the fat to basically just drain out. So if you cook it on the act to fry or grill it or something like that, you don't need an act to fry. Just grill it and make sure that it's all, you know, sort of emptied. Then basically that will do the same thing. So we're going to put that in the act to fry, and then we're going to move on to cooking these, and then we're ready to assemble. It's really not that difficult. It's really easy. The animals love it, and I've got to taste it too. I'm just going to put this burger straight on here, and this is going to go in the act to fry for probably about 10 to 15 minutes. It's best to feed skinks well cooked food rather than raw. So like I say, this is going straight into the act to fry. In there, close that up, and we're going to put this on a heat of about 180. Maybe your act to fry might work a lot better than mine. There we go. And then we're going to turn that down to 180, and this is the timer. I accidentally got it wrong. So you want to put that on 15 minutes. You want this on a low temperature because it's such a small pan. You don't want to basically heat it up too much. If you're obviously using a bigger pan, then obviously, you know, gauge it by yourself. You're just going to want to slowly cook that on here. This is why it's important to make sure that you've got a non-stick pan, because if not, you're going to have to add oils and stuff, which isn't going to be good for the skink. You're going to let it cook slowly, and that's going to prevent it sticking. Even though it's a non-stick, they still sometimes do stick. Let it cook all the way through. You don't have to flip it. So I'm going to flip it. I might not flip it. I don't know. I probably will, knowing me, because I got itchy hands and itchy feet. So I'm going to have to probably do something to it in a minute. But basically, you just want to cook it for a couple minutes, obviously, until the egg's all done. And this is what's going to make the bun to the burger. It's already nearly done. It's basically like cooking pancakes. You know when you cook a pancake and then the bubbles slowly start to form around the outside? It's basically the same thing, okay? Look at all that yolkiness in there, and the skink's going to love this. The skink is going to love it. You know the skink's going to love this. I'm going to have to eat half of it, of course, because I promised you that. And if I can eat it and I say it's good, then it's probably is good, okay? Because I'm not one for bad flavours. So the burger's cooking in the act to fry. We're just going to let that do its thing in there. As you can see right now, the egg looks pretty much done to me. So, well, it's got, obviously on top, it's still yolky. There we go. I'm going to flip this over. Look at that. Tell me that that doesn't look like bread. Tell me that that doesn't look like the top of a burger. You know, a bun, a burger bun, a cob, whatever you want to call it. I call them cobs.
Not a cob.
But tell me that doesn't look like bread. It does look like bread. That looks actually beautiful. I can't wait to get into this and eat this. Now that's nearly done, we're gonna go get the chicken egg, and we're just gonna repeat the process. So as you can see, basically we have the buns. The buns are done, and this is the chicken egg, this is the quail. Look at the difference. Quail, chicken, quail, chicken. So I would definitely, if you're gonna go bougie, I would definitely just get the quail eggs, because they actually look better as well. And obviously this whole thing has got to cool down before we can give it to the skink. But what I'm going to do is wait for the burger to be done, and I'm going to try it, cut it in half, I'm going to try it, and then we're going to let that cool down and then give it to Helga. The ding went off, and it sounds like the burger is done. We've got the burger and the salad and everything else. Now we just need to put it together, and we have finished the skink burger. So obviously we're going to start off with the egg, and then we're going to add the lettuce. And we're going to add the lettuce on there like that, and obviously hopefully the skinks will like the lettuce, I don't know. Then we're going to add the burger itself. Then we're going to add the cucumber and the tomato. And then we're gonna finish off with the bun. That is your Reptile Retreat skink burger complete. Now, if you ask me, it does actually look really fancy and nice. Look at that gourmet stuff going on here. Look at that. Look at that skink burger. I hope the captain is happy. Salute to the captain, it's finally here. And look how beautiful that is. So, we've got to let this cool down before we give it to the skink, but I have obviously got to try half of it. I'm just gonna cut the burger in half. Look at that. The meat looks redder than it actually is. It is cooked, and it is beef, so it's fine if it's just a tiny bit. But look at that beautiful. There we go. Here's the moment of truth. Why am I so nervous about this? I bet it's so much worse stuff. We have no ketchup, which is really sad because I love ketchup. But what I can do is add some mustard to my bit. I need some like extra sauciness in there. It's so weird because you can't even taste the bun. You can't even taste the egg. It just tastes like burger.
I'm not trying it. No, I don't want to
Try it.
I can see what you mean. It actually does taste pretty good.
And now we've just got to wait for this to cool down, which shouldn't take too long. But I'm actually really surprised. Like, to be honest with you, I'm not just saying this because like, oh, I cooked it, but as in like, I could generally eat this over a burger any day, and I mean it. Like,
I wouldn't eat it over a burger, but it does taste actually like a burger.
like it really, you can't. I personally can't tell the difference, to be honest with you.
The only reason that I would pick a burger is because seasoning and sauce.
No, like what I mean is, if you was to cook this yourself, add some garlic, add some salt, add some pepper, add some paprika into that burger mixture, and then you add some ketchup and a cheese slice. This would actually be really tasty.
That is true.
Yeah, so if you're on keto, this is for you also. This is a keto burger, skink burger, captain's burger, whatever you want to call it. It's a burger that's really good. So we're going to go and feed this to Helga now because I'm pretty sure it's cold enough. And we're going to go and... I thought he was going to flip me now. So we're going to go and... we're going to go and feed this to Helga and see how she reacts. I know. Well, there you have it, guys. That is the skink burger, and that is one beautiful Helga girl with all stuff on her chin-chins. I know you need a diet. I know. Okay, you can go and hide now. That is it. That is the end of the skink burger video. Hopefully 3 times a charm, and Helga's had 3 burgers. She's a little beauty, and she really enjoyed it as much as I did. It was a good tasty burger, to be fair. And so yeah, the rest is going to go to Sally. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Stay blessed. Lizard.